What's your assessment of what you've seen through 5 days of camp?
Oh, it's so early. We're just trying to work every day to get a little bit better. But what I am seeing is high effort. We got a lot of smart guys, and we got a lot of toughness right now.
What did you see when you took this job and looked at what they had done last year on film? What did you see?
You know, I saw those three things. I saw guys that were tough, smart, and gave great effort.
Just going back over your history, like your last CFL team, you won a Grey Cup. Good time to step away.
Yeah.
Just maybe if you could sort of give us a little update where you've been the last couple of years. The research on you isn't, well, maybe I'm not very good at looking at things.
I had it all scrubbed. No, you know, when we left Hamilton, that was 1999, and then I went into major college football to my alma mater at Michigan State. From there, we went to North Dakota State with Coach Bull in their first year, and they've really built that program up. At that point, I went to the Kansas City Chiefs, Syracuse, Tampa Bay. It's coaching, you know, you don't throw out good boxes.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference in coaching in this league versus, say, major college or the NFL? Maybe in terms of the yard off the ball or some of the big differences that you have to work with technically.
I think that's just it. The yard off the ball, you're still searching for the same thing in players. That's good people, dependable people that happen to play football.
Why this city? Why was this organization the one that you wanted to be a part of?
Well, I was at the three garden spots, as you know, Regina, Winnipeg, and Hamilton. So I'm happy to certainly be here. My wife's been wanting to come back. She's a proud Canadian. She's from St. Catharines. So, you know, everything just worked out. You don't get to choose in coaching where you go, when you go. You assess everything year by year. Some years you have a job, other years you don't. But it's a year-to-year thing. The unfortunate part about it is just that.
Talk a little bit about, you know, the intensity's been noted, but day one, you guys were out there. You were on the offensive lineman. There was, if the effort wasn't there, you guys weren't very happy with it.
You know, I think it's more, you better bring effort, toughness, intelligence to the table. Those are things that are really hard to coach. We say we're not going to coach effort. That's part of the expectation. So, you know, we're giving a lot of positive feedback, but we're also making a lot of corrections.
How do you balance trying to find the right fit, that unit that's going to start day one, versus trying to develop guys at this point of the season?
I think you do both all the time. You're trying to find the right fit, a better fit. The development never stops. We're developing Jacob Ruby, the same we're developing Zach and any other younger players. So, you know, they're all at different stages, but I don't think you ever say you're not developing anymore. Until the day they no longer play, we're always trying to develop.
I'll make you look forward a little bit. Preseason game in just over a week now. What will you be looking for?
Is it that close, really? A week?
Close,
okay,
yeah.
Wow.
So what are you looking for out of your offensive linemen in a game like that, where they might not be totally familiar with one another yet?
You know, I look for exactly what we're looking for every day. Continuity, leadership, toughness, all those things. Like, we don't specify one thing we're looking for. We're asking for a lot of stuff out of these guys, and it's all coming at them at once. You know, so if we can get better at everything a little bit at one time, or that one thing real well that one day, but you have to do it incrementally.
Just want to go back to, you mentioned the yearly nature of coaching jobs and your wife wanting to come back to Canada for the past however many years. How big has she been in your family and supporting you and chasing that dream across the border?
You know, that's one of the best questions I've ever heard from a reporter. It's not how important, it's essential. We couldn't do this, at least I'll speak for myself. I can't do this without her support. You know, she's had to move and our kids a bunch of places that she may not have been interested in. And when you do move, it's about a 5-6 month turnaround. What I mean is, you get the job, you start the next day, mom and the kids are back home trying to sell houses, pack boxes. So there's up to 3 to 4 month lag time. I think in the years we've been married since 2000, I think we've had 5 or 6 years, calendar years apart. That's just a part of it. It's going to create strain on relationships. So you really need to be very close-knit. You have to understand each other's, dreams and desires, and I've been very fortunate that I have.
Does that maybe help you connect with players in any way in terms of supporting their needs and anything like that, or is that maybe a little bit of a stretch?
No, you're onto something. I think, relationships are just that. You're trying to build relationships, whether it's in the community, whether it's with your players, whether it's with other coaches. You're either good at relationships or you're not, or not as good as you should be. Those are things I've had to really develop over the years, and I'm continuing to try to do so.
How many times have you moved?
With my wife or myself?
Both.
I think in 24 years of marriage, she's only had to move 8 times.
Okay.
Oh my.
So that's about once every 2 or 3 years. Like I said, if you get a good box, a packing box, you keep it.